Hey everybody, and welcome to What's News number 1. There's a lot going on in the world, so let's get started right now. Super Bowl 48 was held this past Sunday at MetLife Stadium with the Seahawks playing the Broncos. Apparently somebody forgot to tell the Broncos. That's right, the Broncos had their rears handed to them 43-8, so now Peyton knows exactly how Eli felt for most of the regular season. Joe Namath drew attention with the extravagant fur coat he wore to the game, said the coat, "Wow, such warm." Canadian snowboarder Sebastian Dutton tweeted a picture this past weekend of signs placed in Sochi bathrooms that display rules like no squatting on the seat, no splashing when urinating, and no fishing. Because when in Soviet Russia, toilets fish for you. It's been really cold here on the East Coast. We had a little relief on Sunday, but we're right back to where we were before. In fact, it's so cold I had to put on pants just to make this video. It was so cold actually that Jack from Titanic called everybody in New York City a wimp. And it's so cold that Punxsutawney Phil borrowed Joe Namath's coat on Sunday morning. The National Highway Transportation Safety Administration is testing automated two-way communication systems for vehicles now. So when that idiot cuts you off, your car will automatically send a picture of you flipping them off. After all, you should be focusing on more important things in such situations. For example, keeping the proper distance during your angst-driven tailgating. The 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russia start on Friday of this week, and the return of my favorite winter sport to mainstream television, curling. Go Rocks! On a more serious note, Philip Seymour Hoffman was found dead in his Manhattan apartment late Sunday morning of a possible drug overdose. He most recently was working on filming for upcoming installments of the Hunger Games series, which leads me to my first What's News unscripted editorial. Alright, here's my whole opinion on this situation. I'm sick and tired of hearing so much about drugs and alcohol ruining people's lives, whether it's getting them in trouble with the law or just completely ending it. You've got Justin Bieber, who's on a very downhill slope, getting in trouble all over the place, no matter where he goes. Okay, so he's ruining his life slowly, and eventually he's going to end up crashing. And I don't just mean his car. Philip Seymour Hoffman had a drug problem, but the thing is, the drug problem didn't just start on its own. I'm not an expert on the subject, just as a disclaimer, but here's what I think. If someone goes and offers something bad to you, like cocaine or heroin or whatever else, there is a pretty good chance it might ruin your life, especially if you're in an emotional state where you don't have the feeling that you can recover from whatever is going on, and you're using this as a way out. First of all, it's not a way out. A way out is finding someone to talk to. There's hotlines, there's people, there's friends. If there's not friends and there's not family, there's people you can go to for help. There's support groups and things like that. You can't blame drugs for ruining someone's life because they chose to do that in the first place. If they had not made that choice, they might have been better off. In the case of Philip Seymour Hoffman, he decided to do heroin, and he ended up trying to get help a couple times, but he relapsed. And you know, that's the big thing, is that the disease of addiction, if it's a disease at all, it happens after the first time you do something to your body, one of these major drugs, whatever it may be. I think the whole point I'm trying to get to is, if it sounds like a bad idea, it probably is. If you think it's going to ruin your life, it probably will. Even if you're not aware of these things, you need to stop and think about what you're doing, regardless of whether there's peer pressure surrounding you, you know, hey, how bad could it be kind of thing. If you're at a party or something, you just need to stay away from it. It's a bad idea. Okay? That's all I've got for What's News Episode 1. I hope you enjoyed it. I got another one coming out next Thursday. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with your friends. And don't forget to check out my Facebook fan page. And you can tweet me at Paul Lasko. All that stuff will be in the next graphic. So I'll see you next week on What's News.